Alright, good morning, afternoon, good evening, everybody. Let's get underway with Shipyard Champions. So, as always, scores for last week first. Stealth and Panzergraf topped the charts, tied 57 each. And lostgalaxygamer 38, third with 19, Poliwhirl with 14. I did not do good, but my design did manage to sink everything, so huzzah. And now it's Ulairi's challenge. I am a Pole. On 6th of March 1941, the German battleship Bismarck set sail towards its keel to load ammunition and begin its final preparation for Operation Rheinenberg. That would commence 2 months later. In a fatal trip, the Bismarck sank a battlecruiser Hood, was surrounded enemy she could not defeat. Swordfish insects, talking about the fierce enemy, the Polish Destroyer Piorun, I think. You'll be given a task force of 3 destroyers and a single heavy cruiser, and your task is to engage Bismarck and keep it occupied as long as possible. It is clear weather, and it is day. English, obviously. German, obviously. Bismarck, pre-made, yeah, that should be fine. 3 destroyers of the Piorun class, pre-made. Yep, and then I have to design a heavy cruiser to accompany them. Only the Destroyer Piorun, I'm gonna butcher the Polish pronunciation, so I'm gonna apologize now. In fact, I should have apologized already, but here we are. Every 100 damage she does, so Bismarck will gain you 1 point. Those remain even if Piorun dies during the engagement. Sinking Bismarck will earn you 50 points and possibly a bonus. See below. Historically, and this is bonus points, the Piorun's captain announced to the British that she was a Polish ship while engaging. However, you only brought a short-range radio. As you can only do this within 5 kilometers of the Bismarck, if you, however, you are able to double the points earned in this engagement. To earn this, you must proudly announce that I am a Pole, or that you are a Pole. Well, within 5 kilometers of the Bismarck. Sinking the Bismarck while Piorun is still alive, double the total earned points. So yes, you can double the already doubled points. Restrictions. Destroyers are armed with torpedoes, but you're not allowed to use destroyer torpedoes. This is simply the attack have been ongoing for a while. Heavy cruiser can't fire torpedoes. Generation 3 radar is not allowed. So a bit complicated, but not super duper complicated. Relatively not bad. Although I will have to tweak the Pioruns just due to the fact that they spawn in slightly overweight, which the game will not allow them to actually go. So they only get 11,000 kilometer range instead of 16. But it drops them down below the amount to where they actually work without changing anything too majorly. That's a pretty good engine efficiency, actually. That's basically at her hull speed. I guess this was like a historical build anyway, so it's fine. And then again, these torpedo launchers aren't going to be used, so it doesn't matter to us. What she got? Crep 4, anti-flood, reinforced double, capitalistic 2, self-capped, picric acid. There's the picric acid, and Gen 1 radar. Coincidence 5. But then again, we can't build anything with her. Now we have to build with our heavy cruiser. Starting range is 15 kilometers. I forgot to mention that. No Gen 3, but we can go Gen 2. RDF. We want... I mean, cost isn't a factor, so what is it? Let's go with diesel for just a moment. Your hull speed is 31.5. And that's still insanely good engine efficiency. Veterans, which means I'm gonna keep it like that for redundancy. You never know. So Oil 3. Back up to 300%. Modern 1. Yes. Anti-torp. Citadel. Definitely. Anti-flood. Reinforced bulkheads. Before I forget about it. Where's the standard? Where is the standard one? Well, let's see what these mediums can fit on them. And we'll go from there, considering we do have Mark V stuff. And we could go basically Super Belfast. Go for quad 6s. Would have to increase the barrel length on them in order to get range. That brings them up to 20 kilometers. We're also going to go Pickwick or just TNT? TNT 2 powder 3. We'll drop the range slightly, but it's still fine. We'll go capitalistic, but incendiary is fine. Increase HE. We do want barbettes. Auto 2 reloading with electrical hydro 2. So we don't really need secondaries, considering just due to the nature of how things are going to go. That fires over it perfectly fine still. AP range is 23 kilometers, but that's not the main use. The main use is that I will actually take increased ammunition for the guns, just to hopefully ensure I have enough. Because I don't want to run out. Now, this is the only ship that's actually allowed to fire torpedoes. Oh, those are fine. Unless the game's going to complain about it. Oh no, it's complaining about these launchers. There we go, now you're happy. And that's perfectly fine. And that's 15 kilometers. Let's just go oxygen. Just for higher speed. 51 knots. What's that? Fast is 65, though. And 10 kilometers. I don't want to get 10 kilometers. So oxygen it is. Relatively lightly armed heavy cruiser. Then again, she is relatively light. But I can use that weight for other things, like auxiliary engines and better shafts. And then armor. I mean, it's not going to do that much. But it will help. Not only in stability, but also in resisting damage from secondary guns. It's not going to stop a 15-inch gun, I know that much. No, I'm not crazy enough to think it's going to stop 15-inch guns. But it will definitely help with... I don't need 7-inch superstructure. I don't need that much. I just wanted a 3-inch. To inner deck. There we go. Not too shabby. Put a little bit of weight on the forebelt just to bring her into trim. Bring the aft deck to 3 inches. And there we go, 9-inch con tower. There we go. Is she the best design in the world? No. If she was campaign design, I also would have put some secondary guns on, actually. I can only put 5-inch secondaries, which at that point might as well just reduce the amount of shell splashes and not go for those. Although I might be able to fit another triple torpedo launcher on. That does slightly interfere with... I can do that to bring it into less interference. That's still in line. It doesn't look the prettiest, but... I mean, if you could, you would obviously design around the fact it's going to have 2 torpedo launchers like the Japanese did. Embed them one deck below the main deck. That way they don't interfere with anything on the main deck, and you can get okay arcs of fire. Not the best arcs of fire, obviously, but good arcs of fire nonetheless. Rather goodish arcs of fire nonetheless. I'm actually going to pull that aft turret back a little bit too, just to give it a little bit better clearance around the aft torpedo launchers. Alright, heavy cruiser Grafton, have fun. You're going to need it. You are definitely going to need it. Alright, immediately I have to pause. Because the destroyers, thank you, are not allowed to fire torpedoes. Excuse me. So we have the Piorun, Sable, and Forester. 11-kilometer range. Alright, have fun. Begin making turns that way. Go for 26. And that should be relatively okay. Alright. Alright, Grafton, good luck. And then while I'm out here, nope, don't. That would do for the moment. I'd thank you for not going and opening up. Thank you very much. Okay, so definitely engaging the heavy cruiser. Oh, there goes torpedoes. From both sides. Now, do the turn back around that way and have fun. And get to close. Oh, we're actually almost at 5 kilometers. It helps that she's targeting the Grafton. Alright, I'm at 5 kilometers. I am, in fact, a pole. Don't mind the Canadian flag hidden somewhere. Alright, there we go. I'm a pole, 5 kilometer range, time to boogie boot. I don't even know what I said. Oh, that is the Piorun, or Piorun, taking hits. Bismark is currently... Oh, that's a torpedo detonation. I mean, she didn't have any torpedoes on board, really, anyway. overpen fire flooding on Grafton. That's not good. Increase speed to maximum just to make targeting more difficult. Yeah, the armor is helping against the heavy caliber stuff. Not really the non-heavy caliber stuff. Or rather, the heavy caliber stuff. The non-heavy caliber stuff is just punching through, as expected. Overpens, which is better than non-overpens. Right, come about. Just throw off accuracy via maneuver. You're also almost reloaded on that side of torpedoes. As we, I guess, chase down the battleship for a bit. I mean, that's 900 damage. How much? She's done 160, so that's 1 point so far. Although doubled because I did go, I am a Pole, and I am in fact still a Pole. Don't mind the British flags. That's a fire again, make another maneuver just to try and throw off aim. Let's move over to the other side of the Bismarck. It is actually Bismarck. Yep, that's Bismarck's loadout. 15-inch guns. Pretty sure that's even her armor scheme. But then again, I don't know off the top of my head exactly what Bismarck's armor scheme exactly is, but it seems correct on first appearance. Alright, Grafton, come about to a turn so that you can launch your torpedoes. Again. Aggressive launch. Or not, I guess. I guess not. Oh, there we go. She got the launch off. One last launcher. One last launcher. Come on, do it, Grafton. Get in the water before you sink. No, I don't think Grafton's going to do it. Alright, come back around. Oh, Piorun's up to 800 points damage-wise. Excellent. No, we still got that one launcher. Come on, Grafton. I mean, at least you can still engage. That is that. Unless that launch has been knocked out. No, it still says it's there. I guess we just don't have it for the moment for some reason. As we go screaming by, once again, I am still in fact Pole. Well, that's what our damage flooding. Oh, she's turned around because she spotted the torpedoes. Oh, Piorun is falling back to the rear of the formation. Sable's moving that way. Playing about an angle. Oh yeah, she lost her forward gun turret. A turret's out of action. It looks like only B turret is actually functional due to the whole angle thing. This is where having brought bigger guns would have been helpful. Then again, I was hoping for a little bit of fire. Should have gone with picric acid. Go destroy torpedo. Ooh, that's potentially not good. Nope. Torpedo ammo is now gone. Oh, there's a pantry. There's flooding. Oh, unless it's in the forward compartment. Which means we don't actually take out any more water. Huzzah! Partial pen damage. There we go. The Grafton's just tanking shells for the moment. Piorun looks like she's just doing circles, maybe? Then again, her rudder is still damaged. Oh, that's a directed 15-inch gun hit on the Sable. Oh, and that's the Forester taking a massive beating. But Sable's back in charge, despite just doing circles. Looks like... Oh. Nope, no, they're all doing circles now. Although they're coming under control. Sable's coming back under control. Oh, there goes Grafton. She finally went down. She's up to almost 1,000 damage pre-run. Not too bad considering they've only been able to use their guns and not the torpedoes. And they're only 4.7s. Oh, we're running into angle problems. Oh, there we go. Of course, now the formation is much, much slower. Except for Piorun, or Piorun. Considering she can just run around at 30 knots still. It looks like Bismarck is targeting her as she slowly runs away. Oh no, I think your rudder is still jammed in that left turn. Oh, no, there we go. She's coming back out. She just can't engage. Oh, there we go, her guns are swinging. Alright, Forester is gone. That was not good. Oh, there's Sable. She's no longer engaging due to angle. Oh, there we go. She's back in the engagement. Well, I mean, we're not going to sink Bismarck, I don't think. Still, it's almost 1,000 points. That isn't too bad. Oh, we're almost out of HE. Never mind. There goes Sable. Aggressively engage, please, and thank you. What was that range? We should be nowhere still out of range. Never mind. Oh, there's the Grafton sinking. Yeah, that's the Grafton. There we go. Get the pre-run back into the engagement. And she's almost got her smoke back too. That will help a little bit. It won't help the most though. It won't help her. It won't keep her alive. But it will afford a little bit of accuracy debuff. Considering she's also still running around at 30 knots. It will hamper the Bismarck's accuracy concern. There's 1,000 damage done, which is 10 points? I mean, I guess I'll get very lucky. No, I'm not going to get lucky. I'm not going to get lucky. Unless... Oh, no, she's hanging on still. Let's say, unless I... No, there it goes. Unless I get the lucky magazine detonation. Which... Really, if it gets a magazine detonation, something's gone horribly wrong. Something's gone so horribly wrong. Yeah, so... 1,002 damage. So that's 20 points. For announcing the fact that I am affect a poll multiple times. So, better than last week's score, but also not as good as it could have been. Also got a bit unlucky with just fires not starting. Then again, she did do the most damage out of the fleet. I think she's also the most accurate out of the fleet. Hold on. Yeah, no, second most accurate. Most accurate being Sable. But she was down to, not a whole lot of ammo. Down to 32%. She was the lowest. She fired most shells. Yeah, there we are. Damage dealt 51,000. Received 3.4k. Yeah, a whole bunch of, just non... Except for the bows. Did you take any torpedoes? One torpedo hit. So Grafton did manage to get a hit. That's probably the bows with the flooding right there. Maximum bulkheads, regular crew. Yep. Nope, do not retry. That's our attempt. So, thank you all for coming out. Hope you have a good day, evening, night, whatever time it is, wherever you're in the world. Take care, and hope to see you all next time. But, I gotta go. The creek is calling me.